I want to welcome you back to Black Site. Tonight we're going to talk about the tensions between black residents and migrants in New York City. First, I'd like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. As you can see, there's plenty of people in New York City who's having a hard time, especially those who are citizens of this country and who happen to be black. We know when you live in New York City, the cost of living is maybe 5 to 10 times higher than the rest of the country. So you know that with the inflation so high in this country that many of them can't afford food. So they're used to going to the food bank or getting free meals to survive. But what has happened is that we have tens of thousands and millions of migrants flooding this nation. So resources are becoming more limited. So the people and residents who are used to getting turkeys, used to getting stuff for Christmas or toys for their kids, now have to struggle and fight with migrants to get the resources. And this shouldn't be happening. This has all happened because of Joe Biden's dumb decision to let these migrants in. We have over 12,000 come over the border yesterday, and most of them are males. So, can I say this simply? If there's a problem in your country, the people who's supposed to make the change is the males. But they're leaving and coming over here to get free resources. So I want you to look, and let me try to get this video going, about the migrants here in this city. I think we're going to have a commercial real quick, and hopefully
Hey guys, we are giving out a ton of these DeWalt samples today. Just fill out our quick 2-minute survey and we'll...
Queensbridge housing resident Tammy Waters enjoys a Thanksgiving meal inside the Jacob Reed's neighborhood settlement Saturday.
Be thankful, because I'm very thankful.
The meal is a treat and a precious commodity in the Long Island City community, where 6,000 NYCHA residents and 8,000 migrants are competing for free hot meals.
Look at this.
Everybody looks out for one another.
It's sad.
That's what I love. I don't know about them immigrants too much. I don't know.
It's a tension that goes both ways.
Hay gente que se siente más que uno.
Mercedes, a Nicaraguan mother who with her husband brought their 6 young children to the country 4 months ago, says she's aware some people in the community are more supportive than others, but they're hungry.
Nosotros que somos migrantes lo debemos de cuidar, lo debemos de apoyar.
Councilmember Julie Wan says she's had to step in after a fight between members of the two groups at a food pantry got out of hand, sending one person to the hospital.
Right here, you have the largest population of public housing in a single unit in the whole country, where people are living 200% below the poverty line.
Wan organized the Thanksgiving meal giveaway. She says the bulk of her city council office's funding goes toward food insecurity remedies. The food assistance stretching to feed 2 large groups who can't work. The senior citizens living inside the Queensbridge housing, and now the thousands of migrants without legal documentation.
So we're going to continue to do our best, but it's never enough.
Councilmember Wan wants to change out the food vendors that serve at the shelter. She wants to put in vendors that will serve hot, delicious meals, and maybe that will get the migrants to prefer to eat there instead of here.
But it doesn't make any sense, because these people should be in the country. Now, many of you may think it's okay to let 7 or 8 million people through your front door. But when these people come to your state, your county, your city, you have to pay for them with your tax dollars. You understand? Somebody has to pay the cost of them getting housing, food, education for their children. This woman came with 6 kids. That means 6 kids on public aid. Probably gonna get Section 8. In Chicago, they're paying $9,000 per person to get some kind of residence for them. They're living in hotels. Some of them are living in some of the best 5-star hotels. This is what we're paying for. Chicago, they're paying $40 million a month. In New York City, you heard Mayor Adams said this is unsustainable. That basically we can't afford this. He said the city will collapse because so many people have come in the city so fast. You know, housing in New York City right now is almost impossible to get that's affordable. You know, they already have rent subsidy programs where their rent won't raise for certain buildings. So where are these people going to go? Joe Biden, when he let them in the country, did not have a plan. He just sent them to cities. He thought everybody would stay in Texas. But the governor of Texas basically said, since y'all said these are sanctuary cities and you'll take all the residents, he said instead of them sitting on top of Texas and him paying billions of dollars, he sent them to Chicago, New York, Washington, and Denver, Los Angeles. And now they have to foot the bill. Mayor Adams went to New York to ask for more money, Washington, excuse me, and Joe Biden, what he did was stick the FBI on him. Now he's under criminal investigation. You got Brandon Johnson in Chicago who built a facility for 2,000 people on land that's a brownfield. Basically has chemicals all under it. Now people are calling for his resignation. This is a hot mess. This is the type of Trojan horse that can destroy a country. America cannot afford these people today. The inflation is too high. Things are too expensive, and they're still coming across the border. 12,000 came yesterday, mostly men. Men from countries, if they got a problem with the government, damn overthrow it. Why they here? It doesn't make any sense, but it does make any sense if you want to collapse America. This is to destroy America, and they're coming to the inner cities. It was something Joe Biden said early before he was inaugurated. He talked to these black people, basically so-called black leaders, and he said, y'all gonna have to work with the Hispanic. So he basically is saying by bringing in all these people that they are going to overtake the inner cities and basically run every inner city in America or every city because they now have the population. This is nothing to gain votes, to gain power, but other than that, it's going to collapse states and cities because they don't have the money and Joe Biden is not sending them the money. So black people now have to fight with migrants to get food. It's a damn shame. But this is what it's come to. And this is what happens when you vote for somebody. And they know you gonna vote for you. They disrespect you. And Joe Biden did everything that I said he was gonna do. I want to thank you for listening to Black Side. Hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, but also share this video. And please leave a comment in the comment section on this damn video.